I'm at Dollar Tree grabbing some floral foam for this next project.
The first thing I've done for this project is I've gone to the Home Depot and picked up a couple of 8-foot pieces of trim. And this trim is flat on the back. I have my cubes of floral foam that this is, it's more like styrofoam. They're calling it floral foam at Dollar Tree. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to open these up and I am going to cut these in half. And let me show you how. I'm trying to figure out if I can even cut them in thirds. I think I'm going to cut these in thirds. So I'm going to cut right here and right here because I only need some thin pieces of this. When you're working with styrofoam and hot glue, you always need to use a low temp glue gun. I want to save my flat side, my really smooth side, for attaching it to my door frame. So I'm going to take my other side of this trim, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a generous amount of the low temp glue on, like so. And then I'm going to stick these pieces of foam on. And you can go several inches, maybe 6 inches between each one, and I'm going to attach it all the way up. I'm going to attach mine to these shutters right next to my door so I don't have to use a hammer and nails, although you can use that to attach them to the trim right around your door, like right there. So I've added a pipe cleaner through my shutters, and then I've added one to the top of my board, and I'm going to attach those together, and then I will do some more down my shutter to secure it. And all we do is use that pipe cleaner that's attached to the wooden post and my shutter to attach them. And right here you can see where I have fed my pipe cleaners through my shutters. And the same thing, I'm just going to take it and wrap it right around nice and tight. And don't worry about that styrofoam. We're going to cover that up, and then I'm going to cut those off. So now I have my garland beside my door, and I did a piece hanging across the top. And the only thing left now is to add butterflies. So if you like butterflies, you are going to love this. I have these beautiful butterflies that we opened up before, and they come on wires. They're made to add to your garden. So I am just going to stick those in the styrofoam, and then I'm going to turn them a little bit. So I want you to be able to see them from the front. So I'm going to bend my wire just a little bit there so that they are like that. And some of them I'm going to cut the wire so it's short, so I can stick them right into the styrofoam. And the green wires these are on make them impossible to see that they are flying from wires and not flying all around our pretty greenery around our front door. Sticking your wires in and out at different depths, it gives the idea that the butterflies are flitting around your greenery. And here is my finished spring door, all full of butterflies. So you see how you can make those to surround your front door very easily. Add as many or as few butterflies as you would like. And I added this pretty butterfly wreath out of boxwood with butterflies to coordinate with it. So I hope you like this project and it inspires you to take it on for your front door this spring. I'm going to take my moss like this and I am going to turn it over. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my wood letter and cut out an amount that would go, would cover this. And this is kind of a messy project. This moss does tend to shed. And I'll give you some tips later how to keep it from shedding. And what I'm going to do is I want to turn this so that it is backwards on here. I'm going to take my hot glue and put it all over the front of, put a generous amount, like so, and then put it right down on your moss and press down. And now I'm going to take and cut little slits here on the corner. I can cut that off and save these pieces. You never know when you might need just a little bit to cover a spot. But we're gonna go and cut this every 1/2 to 3/4 inches around our letter. And keep cutting all the way around, and then we're gonna go on and glue these. So what we're going to do now is just take our hot glue gun and we're gonna put the glue right here and fold those pieces over, just like that. And they may overlap in places where you have curves, but that's okay. Just in that case, put it on the moss backing. I'm going to come back and do this piece after I've done more of these. Anywhere that there's a little corner like that, see? Because you want to make sure that you get it down. So I'm going to keep going all the way around here and show you what we have when we're finished. And here we have our first letter. Should look something like this on the back. And we have a nice mossy letter on the front. I told you I was going to give you a tip on what to do to keep the moss from shedding, and you're just going to take some inexpensive hairspray, give your letters all a nice heavy spray, and now I'm going to take them letter at a time. I have my glue gun, and I'm going to add some of these butterflies. I don't want to get the hot glue on their wings because it's a very thin plastic. They may melt, so I'm going to put it on their body, which is a little heavier duty plastic. And I'm just going to add these wherever I feel like it. Maybe a pink one right here. I don't want to cover up the letters too much because I want you to be able to see. So I'm just going to put those two on my S. Now I have it pretty easy on my front door because I have this section running right down the middle, so I know where the middle is. Way up here, I have part of a command hook that I hang wreaths on, but we're going to start there, and I'm going to go and pull that paper right off of there. So that's my command on the back of my S, and I'm going to start with it covering up. Next is my P, and I'm going to attach it right to my door knocker. Probably a little closer together than I would prefer, but that's where that one's going. Just press those tight against your door. Now it doesn't just look like spring, it actually says spring. So I hope you like that idea. Measure your front door to make sure you get letters that will fit. You can see these are not that big and they fill the whole door. So I hope you like this project and it puts you in the mood for spring. And I'll see you next time right here on Home Talk.